welcome back everybody to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Last time, we had conquered level 7 and grabbed the last of the overworld goodies I wanted to grab outside of stuff like potions and rupee secrets and such. And I went ahead and grabbed that bomb upgrade off screen from level 7, so that way I could be better prepared for the last few dungeons of the game. Yeah. So as you can see, my bomb count total is now 12 as opposed to 8. And if we grabbed the one from, well, if we would have grabbed the one from level 5, we would have had 16 on board, but we'll have to wait a bit on that one, I suppose. But yeah, this here is the shortcut system I had alluded to earlier back in part 3. Basically, there are 4 of these, and for each staircase you take, it'll take you to one isolated corner of the overworld, so you can kind of use this as another method for fast traveling. So I'm going to take this one that leads right here, actually. It's a good shortcut to one of the fairy fountains, actually, so I'm going to use this right here. So I'm better prepared for level 8, because like level 6, level 8 also has its fair share of really brutal enemy sets as well, so it's best to be well equipped for the dangers up ahead. And again, any and all other money remnants I'm going to be getting for the rest of the game, or first quest rather, I'm going to be spending towards either the last bomb upgrade or potions, so I'd say we're pretty good to go as far as buying things or grinding money is concerned. So, if you thought level 7's location was a bit off, level 8's in comparison makes absolutely no fucking sense whatsoever. So, we're going to head over here. And I think it's down here. Not too far off, actually. So you want to burn this bush right here. And behold, that's level 8. Yeah, it makes absolutely no goddamn sense whatsoever. I mean, at least there's like some kind of isolated bush there, so you have an idea of, you know, thinking to yourself, oh hey, maybe this means something, I guess, but like, it's still really out there, you know? But man, at least there's some kind of like on-screen indication of it as for where it could be to some extent, because the level locations for the second quest on the other hand make even less sense, honestly. So yeah, level 8 is pretty brutal. Lots of tough enemy variety here and there. I don't think there's much in the way of whiz robes, I believe. So that's one less worry to worry about, I suppose. But lots of dark nuts, lots of Gyptos, lots of bubbles. And for those who don't know what bubbles do to you, you touch them once and you lose the functionality of your sword for a short period of time. So yeah, in case you were wondering why I got hit by those earlier and couldn't retaliate against light likes out of hit stun, well, that'll kind of answer the question right there for you. But yeah, level 8, as well as level 9 in particular, are a bit different from your other previous dungeons in the sense that they have 2 different dungeon items. So definitely don't want to leave home without them. And that book we just picked up, basically what that does is that for our wand that we grabbed back in level 6, each time you hit it against a wall or an enemy, it'll actually turn into a bolt of fire. And this is pretty good if you're using it like towards like a group of enemies or so, and you can kind of use the lingering hitboxes of the ember to burn down like groups of enemies. And I'm going to be using it for stuff like keys and so on and so forth. So I'd say that's pretty handy to have. So I'm gonna take the eastern corridor here so I can find out if we have a map in this direction or not. It'd be a bit helpful if it did, but we'll find out just in case. Like level 7, there's a lot of bombable walls that you need to search over and glance before really coming to the conclusion that you reached a dead end. And I guess that simply just had a key. So, yeah. Looks like we'll need to take that route north of here to find ourselves another bombable wall! Booyah! That bomb upgrade certainly comes in handy, let me tell you. So, oh crap, I didn't mean to do that. God dang it, Link. Certainly helps to have all of these keys on board here, which means that I don't have to, you know, explore every nook and cranny like I normally would for every other dungeon, because I have so many spare keys in reserve that I don't have to worry too much about going out of my way for them. Not that that'll be much of a worry here soon, because there's another upgrade we'll be getting that'll pretty much nullify the usage of keys altogether. Not that you need these to beat the game in its entirety, but it certainly helps to speed up the game a bit faster, that's for certain. And since it's so broken, it kind of feels right for them to place it like in level 8 as opposed to something like level 6 or 7 or so. Oh boy, so many bubbles and gyptos and such. Luckily for me, though, I don't have too much of a problem with dark nuts. It just simply requires good spacing on my end to deal with them. Not having to worry about, like, dealing with hordes of them and projectiles and stuff and things. Wizards! I hate them, man. They deal more damage than they should, goddammit. Alright, so I do believe the magic key is in this direction. As far as I'm concerned, I want to bomb this wall first. Okay, awesome. Alright, so I should be heading in the right direction then. I know it's like in the northern end of the dungeon, so that much I recall. Oh god, no 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 no. Whew. Well, there's our map. Okay, so we have a bit of a cross corridor here. But first, let's fight ourselves a beefed up Goma. The only difference here is that he takes 3 hits to take down as opposed to 1. So, he actually puts up a bit of a legitimate fight, unlike his red-colored cousin back in level 6. I also think he deals a bit more damage, too. I'm not for certain, though. So, I think it's either on the left or right. I don't remember, so I'll just bomb this for right now, and, Oh, wow. Okay. I'll take the free rupees, thank you very much. And yeah, since we actually have arrows on board now, might as well use it to take down these Paul's voices. Funny fact about the Paul's voice, though, they're called that because they're weak to sound, and you can use the flute to take them down, I believe. But something that a lot of people forget is that the Famicom, which is more or less the Japanese equivalent of the NES, there's a built-in microphone in the controller, and if you shout into that, you can kill off the Paul's voices that way. And you can also use it for a variety of other different things, such as different games and such. And I often wonder, like, why something like that never made it on board with the NES's release in the US or whatever. But I guess that's a discussion for another day. But yeah, just a bit of fun fact trivia for you guys, in case you were curious. So I do believe that set of stairs there will take us over to the magic key. The The magic key basically gives you an infinite usage of keys. You no longer have to worry about going out of your way to finding different keys and offset locations and stuff. You can just pull this out and use it for literally any other door and not have to worry about it running out or anything. And rightfully so, this is the only Zelda game in which it makes its appearance. It does not make a comeback in any other game after this, and rightfully so. I think it would break all the games preceding after this one in half, let me tell you. So, because you have to remember, like, the dungeons in Zelda 1 are substantially much shorter than they are, like, in later Zelda games in general, so can you imagine, like, taking a magic key and using it within something like, say, the Forest Temple in Ocarina of Time, which is, like, on average a 30-minute dungeon, and then cutting that down to, like, 5 minutes because you don't need a single key whatsoever? Yeah, that's the kind of broken usage I'm talking about, gosh darn it. So, I do believe we want to take this route. Oh god. No, 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 no. Okay. Come over here, please. Thank you. Alright. I'll save those bombs for another occasion, or never, because I'm probably not going to be coming back within this proximity, but I digress. Oh. What's going on here? Guys are certainly being overly generous with the rupee drops here today. Oh boy. So I guess we'll go ahead and put that red candle to use. In case you didn't already know what it does. 10th enemy has the bomb. Well, that's some cryptic NES era bullshit right there. I don't quite know what that means, but whatever. Oh, but there's our boss. And we got ourselves a 4-headed Gleeok for our monster of the week. So, yeah. Same strategy as before, just a bit more beefier than the Gleeok in level 4, so it's just gonna stab its head a few times. Take care as to not get bombarded by the loose heads here. Ah! And there we are, our last heart container in the game, as well as our last Triforce piece. Way to fucking go. And with that being said, we are all set for the last dungeon of the game. We're off to go save Princess Zelda and restore peace to Hyrule. But before we do any of that, let's make good use of our leftover money here and take it over to this one location here in the overworld where we can buy a few potions and such. Because level 9 definitely has some of the toughest enemy variety in the game. So, we definitely want to be super prepared for that. Alright, I'd say this is a good drop off right here. And we might even finish the game in this same part too, who knows. So, let's go ahead and get ourselves that potion. So it looks like we're not going to be getting that lost bomb upgrade in level 5. I apologize, but at the very least I showed you guys where it was, so now you won't have to come back to me and complain that I didn't show you how to get it, so yeah, I don't know what to tell you there. Give me your rupees. Thank you very much, that's what I was looking for. Alright, so what we want to do is that back in part 1, we found an old man that gave us this blue letter here. Give it to him, or her. Gender identity crisis, let me tell you. And we're gonna buy this red potion here, not only because it's the better deal, but it also has more bang for a buck than the blue one. So the blue one basically has a single dosage to it, whereas the red potion, on the other hand, has 2 servings, more or less. So the potion, as far as I'm concerned in this game, basically fills up all of your hearts within one single sip, and we have the benefit of having 2 entire health refills on hand, and that's going to be super beneficial. Super duper beneficial indeed, and thank goodness potions aren't too expensive in Zelda 1 either, otherwise I'd probably rip my hair out, honestly. So, yeah, I'd say that about wraps it up for our overworld questing here, so we're just gonna not waste any time here and head off to the location of where level 9 is. So what I want to do here is I want to warp over to level 6. Don't want to play the whistle in this screen. That'll just activate the level entrance in that pond. Alright, so not gonna lie there, the way the ground is, you know, as opposed to those mountain tiles, seems a bit off. Maybe it's just me, though. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna climb Death Mountain here. I think we gotta go in this direction, I think. Not 100% certain, though. Yeah, in case you forgot, each portion of the overworld has their own, like, distinct location names and everything. That's been a thing since the original Zelda. You just wouldn't know unless you had a map on board. But yeah, we are currently in Death Mountain right now. And we want to head to the very tip-top corner of the overworld here. Not in this location, I don't think. No? Hold on. I think it's over here. Okay, nope, it's certainly not in this location. Yeah, oh boy. Never did like this portion of the overworld here. I'll admit, since I haven't come by here as many times as I had when I was a kid, like, I'll admit, like, the corner of the overworld where level 6 and all is at, it's probably the area of the overworld I'm like, the least familiar with overall. So I guess we're heading in this direction then. Gotta watch out for those falling rocks, though. That spell doom and gloom if we got hit by too many of those, and we certainly don't want that. Alright, okay, cool. We're definitely going in the right direction here. Hate those gosh darn pea hats. Alright, so that's gonna be our location here for the final dungeon of the game. I know, it's not quite as flashy as it could be for endgame dungeon, but we'll just have to make do with NES era limitations, I suppose. So you just want to bomb this right here. Right here. Right here. Jesus Christ. And here we are, the final dungeon of The Legend of Zelda. Hoo boy. And, okay, I guess we're not going to be tackling it in this video. So next time on Let's Play The Legend of Zelda for the Nintendo Entertainment System, we're going to tackle level 9 in its entirety. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys then.